Hello, friends. Welcome to Squared Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up my future log planner for 2023 and discussing the functional planning techniques I use to help me stay organized. So come play with me. And I've got these dot markers here to help us along, as well as this insert from my Etsy shop. That's pretty much all you need to do this technique. So last year I used the same layout for 2022 and used some washi dots instead of markers to do a very similar technique I'm going to be showing you today. So there's a color coding system I use, and I created a little key here, as you can see, and it all tied together with this technique I'm going to show you guys today. So to begin, I'm going to set up the key for 2023. And I'm just using a Happy Planner insert that I got in a card pack a while back. It's just a piece of cardstock basically that's punched for Happy Planner discs or regular Discbound planners. And I've cut it down a little bit so that I can fit it into my planner without it covering up too much. And now I'm going to go ahead and use the different colored markers that I'm going to need to set up the key. So I'm basing this off of last year's because those categories actually worked out very well for me. And I'm going to almost match up even the same colors, but there is one little switch I think I'm going to do with one of the color categories with another. But overall, the colors will kind of match up too. So my brain will carry over those colors into 2023 from 2022, and it'll be easier for me to distinguish what is what at a glance. So my categories are friends and family, work and freelance, birthdays, holidays, personal and to-do items, school items, and medical health items. And I think that this piece of cardstock insert is actually coated with something, so the ink wasn't really saturating very well through into the paper. You can see the colors look pretty light. But once I actually put them on the page, they'll be a lot darker. So I went ahead first and just found a list of holidays for 2023 and quickly printed that out on my printer just to have it handy for this video. And I'm going to go through and mark off all of the holidays here to begin. And I'm basically just using this dot marker in the holiday category color, marking it off for the entire year. I picked the holidays that had, the most significance to me, the major holidays, and there's also a Donut Day listing, so I knew this was the right list to print out because Donut Day is my favorite, if you didn't know, and just use those to guide this part of the setup. Once you get the holidays marked into the monthly area where you have the dates, you want to come down into the area below and repeat the dot. Then you write in the individual holiday so that you have a color-coded dot next to the holiday that is part of that month. And then I like to put in the date into the color-coded dot next to the holiday listing there. So it makes it easy for me to know what date goes with which color-coded circle. That's basically what I'm doing here. I'm just setting up each of the holidays I have marked. That just is a nice way to kind of see how the month is going to shape up as far as where the dates are going to go. And, if you have maybe vacations or if you have certain things planned at certain times in the month, maybe the end of the month is always busier for you, you'll be able to tell if you have an event or an appointment that is clustered together at the same time that you're more busy, just at a glance, looking at the full month there at the top. And then if you need more details on what's going on as far as events, appointments, and things, then you look below and figure out what's going on those dates. So I went ahead and set up the entire year's worth of holidays. And now I'm going to go through and mark off some of the other ones that I know ahead of time here, such as the birthdays category. So I'm just going through and marking them off, and I'm using last year's as a guide just to make it easy so I don't have to remember all of the birthdays offhand. And I'll go ahead and write those in now as well. Those are color-coded in their own shade of marker. And again, that just really helps you distinguish at a glance what is what when you look at the top part. I'm also including anniversaries in with the birthdays. I think that just kind of goes together, celebratory days. So I'll add those in. And I'm skipping a line on each one of these because I know I'm not going to be chocked full of events and appointments, but that's completely up to you. If you want to write them in a little bit more condensed, you can, especially if you know you're going to have a lot going on in a month. That way you'll have plenty of space to write in all of the things coming up. It's also nice too to have this all set out for the entire year at once. So you don't have to, think about it each month. You can just quickly glance at your future log and have everything ready to go as you start your month in your planner. I have a lot of birthdays, so I'll go ahead and quickly write those in as fast as I can. I like the idea of using the dot markers instead of the washi dots because last year I just felt like the washi dots were never on hand when I needed them. Sometimes I sit in different places and do my planning in the house, and the washi dots kind of live in one spot on my desk. So that really made it a little bit more of a hindrance to try to add events as they came up. But the plus side of the washi dots, I will say, is that if plans change or dates move, things like that, it's a lot easier to make adjustments with the washi dots as opposed to the markers. Because basically once the markers are in, you're kind of locked into that date without having to white out over the date. So it's a little bit trickier that way. If you are writing something in that may or may not change, it will be a little bit harder with the markers to make adjustments. The washi dots are great because they are semi-translucent, so you can put them over the dates and still see them through. But also, once you start to layer them, so if you have multiple things going on in one day, then it can become a bit of an issue as far as seeing the dates through. So I have a few little sticky notes that I want to remember for the month that I just kind of have those in there. Aside from that, it's basically just filling out the things I know that are coming up. And that really wraps it up. It's pretty simple and easy to do this method. You don't have to have a printable like this as well. You can actually just create one out of a couple of sheets of paper, however many you need to get all the things you need onto a sheet. And this would be the process that I would suggest for setting them up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.